निकलना है.
Hi friends, welcome to Cricket Caviar. Good morning India and good afternoon New Zealand and Australia. I would say only good afternoon Australia. You have done something incredible once again, surprising all the fans across the world and something which even Cricket Caviar didn't expect. Like I said yesterday, 90% I'm seeing Aussies not winning this match, but they proved me wrong yet again. From 34 for 4, chasing 280 comfortably on day 4, how has Australia done this again? With me joining is Shikhar and Manisha to help me wrap this up, like to make me process this incredible win for Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pratik, see, be an Australian supporter and chill in life because we always know Australia is going to pull off these incredible matches. If you see what happened in Ashes, also twice Australia pulled off such matches with help of Cummins and the tailenders. And again today, Carey, who was nowhere, like I said in the video, after the Ashes, after running out Johnny Bairstow, he has had a mental block. He's been seen nowhere. He's not contributed anywhere. He got dropped from the World Cup. Everything was just going against him. I mean, I wonder he was under more pressure than Steve Smith and Marnus Labuschagne. And Australia give this small happiness to their haters who talk about Labuschagne and Smith. They will give those small happiness to their haters, but ultimately they are going to win the match, and that's all they care about. They don't care about other things. They know as the unit they are going to win those matches somehow. I told yesterday that 150-run partnership was needed for Australia to win, and today it came a 140-run partnership in a chase of 270 odd. It's always going to be deciding because Mitchell Marsh, he's the only guy who has been holding the batting lineup throughout the summer. I think he's the man of the summer for Australia. uh, Amazing shit again from Mitchell Marsh.
Yeah. And that's such a great point, Shikhar, which you said. Like, people might be talking about Khwaja, people might be talking about Smith, Labuschagne getting small pleasure that okay, they couldn't perform this match, but then comes the reveal that we are not just limited to that. So, but yeah, yesterday also I was talking about it is Mitch Marsh, which I'm afraid of, and not Head, because even though Crickbuzz or commentators were saying here we have a centurion from the last match, Cameron Green, we have our WTC, win, like the person who won them WTC, which is Head, but it is, as you said, Mitch Marsh, and then Alex Carey. Oh my God, we just told him like he's not performing, he's just waste, but he proved when it mattered, and my heart goes out for Ben Shears, Matt Henry, but Aussies are champs, man.
Yeah.
Aussies are champs.
I think
Yeah.
New Zealand were a bit defensive also because
Yeah.
yesterday I saw lot of balls going through that slip cordon when Head and Marsh were betting. Lot of balls went through that slip cordon. They were always just keeping around 2 to 3 slips. I didn't understand why they were not even in the last spell of Matt Henry, which he just now bowled to Travis Head. I mean Alex Carey. You can see a ball just went through that third slip area. They were not fully confident and they were not completely attacking. All they
Yeah.
needed was wickets. They couldn't have stopped the runs. See, yesterday when New Zealand batted at the run rate of 4, that proved to be the difference why New Zealand were in this commanding position. And Australia knew very well that in this pitch you can't survive the new ball. What happened yesterday was the damage with the new ball, and even what happened to New Zealand tail after they were in a very comfortable position, leading by 180 runs and 3 wickets down. It was because of that new ball. So they never wanted to face the second new ball, and they were prepared to bat aggressively. I think Manisha, you mentioned those 140 runs came in just 174 balls. And again, if you see even this partnership, 59 have come off what 11 overs or something. So they never wanted to take that time, and it's difficult to survive on a pitch like this if you take time. You have to keep scoring, and that's the motto of Australia on all pitches. So except for India, where they have failed in Border Gavaskar Trophy. Once you see Alex Carey playing that sweep and all, he's going to be very dangerous if the pitch is not turning. And they missed the spinner. Like I said, Glenn Phillips was not going to be enough. That was a selection mistake, and it was curse of Neil Wagner. Suck you, New Zealand. You deserve this because you didn't pick Neil Wagner. You didn't trust your spinner, whom you said you will pick in place of Neil Wagner. So you deserve this and go home and cry.
I think time for New Zealand to think about their pace attack again. Like they consistently bring these 130 km per hour guys. Like only Sears is an exception right now, but I think they might need to try Adam Milne or like Lockie Ferguson in test matches now. Their attack looks very one-dimensional, and that has proved costly in this match again. 34 for 4, and you let their Aussies chase so easily. Mitchell Marsh, what a guy. He rides his luck. He takes his chances, but he's never muddled. He is always sure about his approach. He plays with one intent, and he's like, so he's such a good defense and such good stroke play.
Yeah.
It was,
And
Yeah.
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 I think for me,
I
he,
just want to say when Pat Cummins came to bat, I didn't see Matt Henry, who was supposedly the best bowler. So where was Matt Henry? Phillips
Exactly.
and Sears were bowling, and I was surprised that Matt Henry didn't come to bowl at that moment. So
Saudi,
yeah, again
Seriously,
bad captaincy from Team Saudi.
Saudi is the shit, man. Just hate him more and more now.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
I mean, you're losing two
He's
on a
totally shit.
that is ultra pathetic. That shows one
Selfish
only giving
ass of a captain. Team Saudi only cares about his reputation and him playing fucking 100 tests, 120 tests. What about Neil Wagner, man? He also wanted to play and he could have bowled. He troubled Australia more than any of these people could, except for Ben
Yeah.
Sears.
Yeah, and I think for people like Wagner are needed for a team like Aussies who are like who can like as I said impact you mentally, your attitude, your like whatever like you have the fear. But yeah, as usual, going with the safe options and all. I mean, it was really pathetic, and there is nothing to praise much about New Zealand here, but it's all like Aussies.
day four was
Yeah,
Aussies. Like I could not see single fight from New Zealand, even that one except
yeah,
that over from Ben.
yeah,
There was
yeah,
nothing. Even after when 50 runs were needed after that, 3 wickets, you were
yeah,
expecting some fight. Nothing. Pat Cummins came, no ruffles on the forehead, chewing his
yeah,
just doing his job. It's 32 or 44, but that's so
yeah,
to do. Like he's just
yeah.
a person. Like Pat,
He's
Even
a Zen master. I mean, whenever he comes on the pitch, you are like, okay, he's calming himself down. He calms his players. He calms his team. I mean, he breaks partnership. Is there anything this guy cannot do? He's just like, the word impossible is like, I'm possible in his dictionary. Pat Cummins is just
this
the
guy,
I
guy.
mean, let's not forget his bowling spell in the second innings because
Yeah,
he was very near to a fifer and
yeah,
he and the way like Manisha said when he comes in these situations like he batted with Lion, he's not rushed. If you see, he's not panicking. He's not going for shots. He will defend you till you are within that range of 30 runs to
yeah,
win or 25 runs to win. After that, he will play his shots. So he's also what we normally perceive is Australia are just scoring runs, but there is
mm,
a method to the approach, and Pat Cummins is always thinking of safety first. So that's a good mix to have. And now Nathan Lyon has also come good as a tail ender. So I think they have a strong tail. I somehow had the belief that Australia will win tomorrow. Today, I mean, I had that belief, and
yeah.
it's good to see that this team is really deserving to be the World Test champion, the reigning World Test champion that they are, and they're
Yes.
probably going to make a fight for it next time also.
Pat Cummins is so modest. Why is he number 8? Like he can bat anywhere. He is a phenomenal player. But again, my man of the match is Mitchell Marsh. Even though Carey was not out in the end, he played brilliantly. But my man of the match is Mitchell
Yeah,
Marsh because yesterday there was a phase where Travis Head was under a
yeah.
Yeah,
lot of pressure, but it was
yeah,
Mitchell
yeah,
Marsh from the other end that actually took the pressure off
yeah,
from,
And
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 he
what
yeah,
did
yeah,
Travis Head do today? He defended the entire evening yesterday just to come and play a shot the first ball that he faced today.
yeah,
And I mean New Zealand need to be really sad and like Pratik
yeah,
was expressing more of his emotions on WhatsApp about how sad and angry he is that New Zealand has lost this test match because from 80 for 5 chasing 260 that is just pathetic, man. How do
pathetic.
you
It's
lose?
pathetic.
It's
that's
just pathetic.
Yeah.
You
cannot believe New
should
Zealand.
not
And
have
also,
lost a test match at
credit,
home.
yeah,
New Zealand is
yeah,
known
yeah.
for
Also credit to,
they have no answers against Australia. Like even at their
correct, correct.
like they have no strategy, nothing when Australia
Mm.
started, dominating.
And also one thing about Marsh, I was just reading even the Crickbuzz, and they were saying that he curbed his innate ability that he's also a like big hitter. He just comes and you saw the first he came yesterday and he scored a boundary. So he's a big hitter, but he knew that now it's his time to stay and support his team. So yeah, I mean yeah,
There was a in the
credit to
between Marsh and this guy, Carey, there was a subtle change. So when Head got out and it was a short session because of rain, they played over 5 runs and over. They just tried to went for runs, to try to minimize the difference. And after
Difference.
back from lunch, they were already confident that okay, we were only
Hmm.
100 short, and then I think we can reach there. So they started playing. They were then started playing at 4 and over.
Correct.
So that just shows
Yeah.
the
And completely exploited the opportunities that New Zealand gave them, whether it was misfield, whether it was drop catches, whether it was their bowling. They just exploited the opportunities.
and if you
So, yeah,
the match there, whenever there was an opportunity to take like 3 instead of 2, they were running hard as well. I saw Pat Cummins diving maybe twice in that partnership. So that intent is just like phenomenal. And yeah,
true,
Australia
true.
well and truly deserved this win.
Yeah.
And yeah, just
Yeah.
New Zealand fan, I'm very sorry. And I have to say this, why BCCI is inviting them for 3 test matches. Like just invite them for 2 test matches. This is like very pathetic New Zealand team. And they
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
the worst
True.
first World Test Championship. So
Yes.
they need to make some hard changes. And for Australia, like I think Manisha, now we should put our money on Australia. I think they will, in the time of just
Yes.
10 months, they will win all 3 formats. They already conquered World Test Championship
Correct.
last June, ODI World Cup last November.
Yeah.
I think this June they are going to seal it with the 12-month. They will be
T20.
in all 3 formats.
Yes. Yes.
It's
No
in,
doubt.
it's like yeah, trying to get KL out of the side.
Great. Great.
Yeah, thank you for joining, Manisha.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Prateek. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Okay, yeah.